What was that video you sent where it was that guy going through a store in Detroit? It was a video game or something. It was just bashing the guy.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That's
VR.
people's heads and just,
It was really. He flicked it. He was that made me laugh.
I know.
Yeah, that was funny.
I was like, Jake's gonna love this. I'm sending it.
Yeah,
Never heard nothing.
Did you watch? Hold on.
I did watch it, and it was funny.
Dude, I was like, Jake,
I tried,
I said, I dare you to watch this in church.
I thought that was for the next one, which I did watch too. I watched them both. And they both
it
made
was
me
for
laugh.
the head slamming in the ditch.
Dude, it was so funny. It was funny. He throws that guy through the thing.
The scissoring thing. I did watch
did you
it.
send
I
that
don't
out?
get it.
Well, no, it's just the sheer volume. I wanted y'all to see that there's so many people into this.
No, I just don't get it. As in, like,
I missed that one. I'm sorry.
So Brett's talking about this thing where he went to a wrestling event.
They heard it last week.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not everybody catches every single thing, so you have to remind people sometimes. They do the scissor thing where they literally put their fingers together like this, and everybody in the crowd does it. And he sent us a video where they're like literally singing it.
Yeah. Oh, scissor me, daddy.
Oh, scissor me, daddy.
Daddy ass.
Whatever. I got a good Would You Rather.
Cool.
Would You Rathers are really good for Patreon.
I'm a big fan of the Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
Yeah.
You are offered the privilege to one of these opportunities by a supernatural being. Which would you rather come true? Option 1. The answers to every mystery that has plagued man is now implanted into your mind.
That's tight.
You know who Jack the Ripper is. You know how Edgar Allan Poe died. You know if aliens exist.
D.B. Cooper?
You know what the One Piece is.
Yeah, JFK.
You have all the answers. However, this only applies to current mysteries. You will not know the answers to any new mysteries, anomalies. This power also does not work on paradoxes.
So nothing in the future you'll know.
Nothing like random in the future that we don't already know.
Money with some serious. There's a lot of history out there.
How are the pyramids made?
If Hitler's still alive,
dude, you can start your own.
Or if Hitler got out to Brazil or
who killed JFK?
Yep.
Did they really meet and decide on COVID?
Martin Luther King.
All that stuff.
Dude, tons of stuff.
Martin Luther King was raping
Every
chicks
conspiracy.
and also was gay.
9/11.
Oh my God.
We know this. This is a fact.
9/11. There's CIA tapes.
9/11.
I knew he was kind of a sleazeball, but I didn't know
he was
gay.
in the room on tape by the FBI was following him around illegally. I will say that.
Yeah.
With a DC black church in DC, one of those like mega churches, like the early mega churches where they like literally just controlled the people. A preacher was raping this chick in the room with Martin Luther King was in there like cheering it on. He didn't do it, but the night before he got assassinated, he was in a room with several male prostitutes.
So my only thing with that, because I always have to think
they were falling because they thought he was like starting a communist uprising.
I have to think. I always think both sides of the fence. Like how would somebody argue this? It's like the government would always be technologically way advanced than the population. They just always are ahead.
Oh yeah.
So for them to throw in some audio together and make it work, not hard.
It's not even. It's.
You know what I'm saying? Unless there's footage of him actually being there.
It's. I don't think it's disputed.
So easy.
Even by like everyone that was around him at the time.
Yeah.
Was like he was a philanderer. It was like the most non-Christian person ever.
Who's the one female stand-up with the black hair, the Jewish chick?
Sarah
Silverman.
Yes.
She actually has like a bit in one of her stand-ups about how big of a piece of shit he actually was.
Wow, that's crazy.
This was years ago too.
That's real crazy. So what other would you want to know? Like it's right in your head. Bigfoot.
Loch
Ness.
You definitely know if a squatch
Loch
is real.
Ness. Those are all stupid ones, but
hey.
Well, I would want to know how we got here.
Well, you know what? That is a
Mystery of the universe.
Question.
There,
it is.
You would know all of that. You know what you would do is.
I do know.
There's no rule against telling people, so you basically start up a subscription service to you telling all of it.
I would just
write. You would monetize it so hard.
Yeah. I would write a book a year.
You would
about
make
each thing.
You would know that Sandy Hook was all fake.
Jake, so what happens when it's like?
Oh God.
Yeah, but what happens when it's like Jesus Christ is fake?
Then you have to find.
What happens when it comes out?
Well, you would, but you would know.
You would have to be like.
But you would know the truth, so you would just believe in that.
I did see a thing about Alex Jones paid more money to the Sandy Hook people than the guy that actually did it.
So
that's so funny.
So he's like, do these people think they're gonna make this money? They're gonna get this money from me? Like,
so like what? 958 million.
It's a joke. It literally is a political stunt. The judge should be fired. He's gonna get off on appeal.
It's pretty crazy.
They're never gonna get that money from him because he doesn't have it. He can't get it.
He's gonna pay you $1 billion.
Are you gonna sue him into like non-existing? He's still gonna be out there doing his thing.
Does he still sell those supplements like shirtless on his fucking radio?
I don't know. Probably.
I think he makes like $12 million a month, something crazy like that.
He does.
So you would know about Sandy Hook for sure.
Well, if you only keep $1 million a month,
they still wouldn't believe you.
Dude, Amelia Earhart.
Oh, where she ended up?
What the
I
heck?
mean, she
happened there?
crashed and
I mean, she
died.
crashed. I know, but it'd be cool
she
to
crashed
see.
in the ocean.
Or
I mean,
no.
it's pretty.
Do you get a little snippet video like
No.
like you're like in space, like maybe you're in the
Oh.
clouds and you get to see
No,
the
you
whole
just
thing
get the
unfold?
answers. It
What,
doesn't
what was
say.
that Korean
okay,
airline
'cause that'd be sick.
that went down? MH370.
I think it was Indonesian.
MH370 or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Indonesian.
Indonesian.
You ready to move to option 2?
Asia.
Yeah, that's a good one though.
right,
But
so-
right now, forward you get nothing.
Oh yeah. So option 2, plain and simple, you may resurrect any person or creature, and they will drop dead after 10 hours. You may not resurrect the same person, creature afterwards until an entire year has passed. That's a fantastic one.
But
Well,
you
it's
can,
gonna
you
take
can do
5
something.
hours to calm them down.
Every year you get
You
to
get 10 hours. That's pretty great.
But every
one
day or
person
every
a year,
year.
or as many as you want,
Whoever.
all the time.
What do they act like?
You may resurrect any person, creature. And I don't know. I'm
Are
assuming,
they like
Are
dirty?
they in there? Are they
I'm
in their?
assuming
Are
it's
they in their
normal.
prime? Or are they like zombified?
I'm assuming it's normal.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just assume that
Let's
it's
assume
normal.
it's normal because it doesn't say.
Brain.
I would. Oh, you don't want to hear what I would do now, but to me,
You could,
that one is like you got to
Seems
let
like too much
sleeping
work.
dogs lie on that one.
Too much work.
Come out all dirty and stuff. You got to clean them off. Like,
No, they come out good.
Like, come crawling out like the Thriller video.
What does that do to them?
yeah, because there's no real saying.
Look, I've got 10 hours to interview you. I need to know
Well,
everything you know.
okay,
So
So
you're not
hold
thinking
on.
of like a loved one. You're thinking of like a political figure or like a historical.
No,
like
I'm
like
thinking of loved
yeah.
ones too, because also like
I don't need another 10
No,
hours.
so
That's such
imagine-
a dick tease.
you have to
I
imagine-
agree.
You have to imagine this, like people that were in comas. It's almost like nothing happened. They just were here and then they were here.
Right.
And they're like, dude, 10 years passed. And they're like, what?
Right.
That's what they would probably be like. So you're kind of bringing them up to speed.
Right. Dude, that's going to take
And
5
you're like-
hours.
but it get pretty hard near the end because you're like, you got an hour left. You're gonna go away again. And they're like, oh. And I'm like, well, don't worry. Next year I'll get you. And then now you're like stuck to this binding contract of every year.
Oh man.
I got to get you up.
But you just said you can't
But
do,
I'm
more,
like,
do
I
it
wanna
more than
do
once to the
Abraham
same
Lincoln.
person.
no,
You
for
know,
a year. For a
Oh,
year.
for a year.
For a
Sorry.
year.
Nah.
And do they remember last time they saw you? Like a year later? Like, oh, what's up, Brent? Good to see you again.
I don't know. It might start over every time because are we so out of
Do
it?
they get to tell you where they've been and what they've been doing?
I don't think it goes that
They've
far.
been in the ground.
Well, no, spiritually.
Oh.
No, like,
my bad.
where are you? Like your spirit? Yeah, your soul.
Maybe I don't know.
Because you know,
There's no
That
answer.
just sounds like too much work. Give me the first one.
is there a third?
I don't know, dude. That's easy for us to say. Would you bring your dad back?
No.
Talk to him?
Yeah, I
For
actually
10
wouldn't.
hours?
Nope.
I would love to.
No point. I'd
Yeah.
love.
But
I'd
I
like to see him
wouldn't.
again, but nah.
What do you mean?
It's too much hurt when they go away again. It's
Right.
like it's like
It's like
it's like
redoing it.
getting a pet after one just dies. Like there's
And
like,
it wouldn't be fair to them because they'd be like, dude, I was
Yeah.
fine.
dude, yeah.
Like, I got to go through this again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm good.
And,
The loved ones can just they're fine. They're chilling.
it is fine. When it's at rest, it's peace, you know.
There's a lot of songs about that. If I can only have one more hour or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Right. One more day.
the 5 More Minutes song is a good one. That song will make you cry. Steve McCreary. What's his name?
Other than
Scotty
that-
McCreary.
McCreary.
That's
Other
a
than
good
that,
song.
JFK, he'd still be pissed, but be like,
Um,
listen, bro, we got to talk. Abraham Lincoln,
Einstein.
Bye.
Einstein.
Einstein was another guy that
I would've-
was kind of a piece of shit.
Like,
Jesus.
Let's be real. Abe Lincoln knew
He's alive.
nothing of what happened. He got shot in the back of the head. He had no idea he even died.
Just got blapped.
It was just bye. He was
Yeah.
watching imagine watching a show and being like, oop, gone.
Well,
Like you wouldn't know
See
it.
ya.
at least
That's crazy.
I hate
John
Lincoln.
Wilkes did him a favor by shooting him in the back of the head.
And then John Wilkes jumped off, broke his leg and shit.
Uncle
and
John
ran
Wilkes.
away. He still made it out somehow with a broken leg. Let's be real.
He got on a
Uncle
horse.
John Wilkes.
Jesus Christ,
What'd you say?
it's Uncle John Wilkes.
You got an Uncle John Wilkes? Oh,
No, he doesn't have.
Oh,
an
he's
it's
a Wilkes.
probably,
He's a
it's probably
Wilkes.
Uncle Juan.
he says
but
stupid. Yeah, too much salsa.
He was from Maryland. He's
Relax.
from Baltimore, and he was like really a famous person during the time. Pretty
well, he
famous.
was like a famous actor.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was a famous actor in Baltimore, which was like a Confederate
You don't think the government had anything to
stronghold.
do with that? Making that dude do that?
Well, I mean, they all got killed. Like Samuel Mudd and
Dr. Moon.
Surratt, Mary Surratt. They're all like in Brandywine area, you know, and his house is still there. I drove by it the other day.
Dr. Mudd's house.
Yeah, like I was just like, yeah, what's up?
You do-
I'm throwing up for
You
my
do
boy
realize
Mudd.
that where they planned the actual assassination is a Chinese restaurant right now.
Probably.
It's in Chinatown. It's fucking walk and roll.
So they
Surratt's
claim
house.
that it was a conspiracy, but they never really did prove it. So they hung all those people on a barge in the Potomac River with a kind of like a kangaroo court, you
Party
know,
barge.
and they finally got him. And there was other conspirators. I don't know if you ever read Chasing Lincoln, maybe not the one by Bill
Yeah, he
O'Reilly.
said it was Jason Lincoln.
Not the one by Bill O'Reilly. Manhunt. There's one called Manhunt. That's a good
No,
book.
Okay.
It happens right here.
Yeah.
He hung out in like
But
Newburgh.
there was a whole big
for,
rebellion,
like, 2
wasn't
weeks,
there,
dude.
against all, like, it wasn't just John Wilkes Booth. It was like a whole.
Did he end up
bunch
dying of infection?
Well, there's a conspiracy that says he was never killed either.
Oh.
He was in a barn,
Just
which is
moved.
on 301. You can go down there and see it. The barn's gone. They burnt the barn without ever going in, claiming he was in there. Someone shot him, shot a person through
See,
a
like a
hole in the
slat,
barn.
yeah.
See what I'm saying?
And there's
Nowadays,
literally,
it's like, come on, dude.
dude, there's
Back
no,
then, they're like,
there's
"What? He
no,
died?"
yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? It's so easy to trick
But-
people back then.
You could trick people, but also like his body was never. They drug him out supposedly, put him on the front porch of this house, and he was like really bad off and screaming and stuff, and then I guess he died or something. But there's really no evidence of that, and like just a military report that was like was like, yeah, we got him, but it's like
Burned by a militia.
he crossed, you know, in Tappahannock, like we're not Tappahannock, Port Royal, like you're going down Route 17 or to Route 17 where
Fucking my
Hornies
favorite
is.
restaurant ever.
Or Horns is that?
Horns.
Right
Best
before
chocolate-
Horns.
Best chalky milk
Right
ever.
before Horns, that bridge that you come over where the cops are always sitting trying to get you.
Dude,
That
the
was
speed changes 3 different fucking times.
That was a
Ridiculous.
that was a ferry, and he crossed there with another guy and met a mounted patrol coming this way and talked to him and everything, and they didn't know who he was and stuff, and he kept limping away.
It takes time for word to travel. Back in 17,
They
whatever,
got
18,
it out
whatever.
quick, dude. They got it out quick. And Bryantown store, where Bryantown store was, that was like the headquarters of the manhunt. You know where Bryantown Mall is, we call it, but that's what they call it. But it's really
where the liquor store and the post office.
They
and
had the
barber
brightest,
shop.
stupidest lights on at night.
Dude,
now,
there's
yeah,
LEDs.
it's
What the
absurd.
fuck? You can see them from space.
It's absurd.
Bro.
That was where they kind of headquartered like the search.
I think it's hilarious that it's a liquor store
There-
owned by an Indian man.
it's a very cool local history for us.
Dude,
there's
There's nothing but history.
The
Dude,
the-
if we went through Mike's freaking
on Trinity Church Road, there's a graveyard that I think one of the conspirators is buried in. I think.
dude, if we walked
David
through Mike's
Harold.
property with a metal detector,
detector?
we'd probably find like cannonballs and all kinds of shit back here.
Now,
What do you mean?
maybe
Cannonball is actually very common.
Not cannonballs. There was no.
Maybe
There was no.
arrowheads, maybe.
There was
What's
no
wrong again?
battle shot right here.
maybe arrowheads.
There was no battles right here.
You don't know that.
Well, cannonballs.
We know where all
do.
the battles were. Well, cannons were hard to get around.
Look, you're right about the dickheads.
Right.
Okay. Actually, I
You're
don't know
not.
if you were.
You're right about ketosis.
How am I not right about it's? That we looked that up
I
too.
know that they
We
said
didn't,
that's
but-
true about the dickheads, but like it doesn't make sense that,
It's
that we were
Makes
like,
perfect sense.
your dick just knows to grow this thing to try to get.
Perfect design.
It doesn't make sense. Like, why would it be
if
like?
that was
Jesus.
true, if it evolved into that,
I love
if
how
it'd be
Did it
too
fall?
late.
Why would it know?
It'd be too late. You'd
I
already
love
be
how
some
this is
other
the third
person.
straight week we've talked about this.
Why would you be so frustrated? I'm like, oh, I can't get in there before all this other cum. I gotta figure out.
You
something.
just
My-
use your
my
finger or
dick's gonna
something.
make it.
like,
Yeah, I'm saying like,
Like-
how often were they doing this to where their dick was like, I got it covered.
yeah,
Evolution.
I got it, boys. We can do this.
be
Do
like-
it.
You can-
You
at
can
the same
scoop
time, two
and you
for
can
one.
impregnate.
It'd be like
Two for one.
Jake helping a choking child. Just
Oh, come
Easy.
on, fella.
Easy. Let's not mix
Christ.
lines here. We got a couple memory lines going
that's
on.
what I think about. You just
Yeah,
go inside and
combine-
just pull it
Yeah,
out.
that's what you're thinking of. Okay. All right, Wes.
This fucking guy.
Oh, that's too far. That's too far. Okay.
Show shutting down here.
Glad we know where the line is at
I mean,
now.
that was ridiculous.
Just a big red cancel stand right in the middle of the
that
screen.
was ridiculous.
Well, you said Mike's, but I mean, we're all like all of us. Honestly, no BS. Golden Beach was fired upon.
Yeah.
The original house. It was
Well, that was a plantation at one point,
It
right?
was, and the manor home, which was
was.
right by my
Some
old
bones
house,
under
for
there, boy.
some stupid reason, they tore it down. There was no reason. The developer that developed Golden Beach, who was drunk when he did it, but if you look at a map of all the roads, it's ridiculous.
Dude.
But there's the southern.
When you and I rode around on that golf cart, you were taking me on streets I didn't even know existed.
there's a dirt
just like
road.
somebody
There's, dirt
went,
road. There's a farm down there. Yeah,
Streets.
I know all of them. And there's a graveyard down there with graves from the 1700s.
You don't remember? You never saw that? Soldiers? Like,
It's actually
No,
right by
dude.
my house. But by my old house was where the home was. And you can look it up. It was called The Plains, was what Golden Beach was called. You come down that hill, and it was clear. There was no trees. It was a farm. And right across the
Lot of
street from
evil
my
stuff
brother
happened
Matt is where there's a grave, one grave, that was, it was a slave burial site.
Right.
They
And
must
they
have
just
liked
had
him.
one grave. No, it's for like all of them.
Just a mass grave.
Yeah.
You live
Well,
right
whoever
by
died
that?
on the property, like over the years, I think they found it and then marked it later. I don't think it was marked back then. Anyway,
There's probably so many bones in
anyway,
there.
when the British came up the
Talk
river,
about those spirits.
the British came up in 1812 when they burned Washington D.C. Everyone know about that? The British burned Washington D.C.
Yes,
they
in the White House.
They landed in Benedict on their ships and then marched up the road to
Jesus
DC.
Christ, they could have got a little closer.
On the way,
long
they were
march.
firing. On the way, they were just taking pot shots at farmers just to be assholes.
Well, that's the
And
British for you.
there was the Plains house in Golden Beach had several big like cannon holes in it still,
That's tight.
like that hit the bricks and
I
you
like
know.
how they're just floating by because Benedict's right there.
They're-
They're saying, fire.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. And
So that would you would know that if you raised Lincoln from the dead. So that's option 2.
Lincoln wouldn't know that. He's stupid.
That's option 2.
That was option 2 there.
Oh,
I was about to get back to this.
You want to get to option 3?
I would raise Lincoln I would raise John Wilkes Booth and Lincoln.
Raise Lincoln just to shoot him again.
Yeah, just shoot him again.
Celebrity death match.
Come on, we got a show to watch.
But Lincoln would be like, who's this guy? Like, yeah, no
Every
idea.
year.
You'd have to tell him, like, hey, this is the guy that shot
Every
you.
year, yeah. We got a new show for you. Promise, this will be different.
Bang.
And then he would go, is that how I died? I got shot?
Yep. Bang.
No, he actually lived for a while after
Did
that.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he was.
Oh, fuck me.
He knew what was going on.
like
That's what I'm saying.
like that night.
There was no way he was coherent.
You got to read
though.
that.
That's what I'm
that book.
saying. He got shot in the back of the head.
So the Secretary of Defense also got shot that night, and one other person got Secretary of War. They called
Wait,
it back
that's
then.
a huge,
we
that was
talked
a
about
huge
it.
conspiracy.
That guy
then.
was-
Yeah, it was David Harold and one other guy.
Yeah, that guy wasn't even supposed to be there.
The other guy couldn't do it.
He got like last minute like tickets with Lincoln to go there.
It was Lincoln's. It was
Him and his wife.
It was a guy. Yeah,
Lincoln liked him thick,
And
too.
Mary Todd was never the same after that. She went insane.
she was psycho before that.
Well,
She
this
was
really
a
sent her for
she was a problem. She was a
She
problem.
was a problem.
She's a problem.
All right,
was a
option
problem.
It
3.
was actually her that freed the slaves.
I love that era.
Self-explanatory.
We know.
Self-explanatory.
More prior to that era.
Self-explanatory. $1 trillion is deposited right into your account. Do whatever you'd like with it. That's a great one.
Well, I
Look
mean,
at that one.
I
That's,
mean,
it's easy.
I don't know. I still.
Dude, I don't know.
1 trillion?
You might make that off of all your
I
little
would give
secrets.
$1 billion right to Alex Jones right away.
That's ridiculous.
There you go, buddy.
Oh my god.
Oh, get out, Jeffrey guy. Those people
A
are
trillion. I'm just.
I mean, you could buy countries with that.
couple.
I mean, the whole
like that idea.
world money supply. What is it?
I don't know.
30
26
trillion?
trillion, I think.
It's not a lot more than that.
Anyone knowing stuff
Or
from the
debt 30
past, like
trillion.
what can you really do to monetize that?
I would give it to
Right,
America.
books.
Dude, if you knew right now, if you knew right this second the real deal about aliens, like you knew it, and you could prove it.
Can you prove it? Like you can actually put this down on paper, prove it.
But the thing is, they would know that you were doing a would you
Well,
rather.
well, here's the thing. Hold on, though.
You would
What if-
get executed.
What if you get all this knowledge, right?
Only
and
you.
the government's like, whoa, this motherfucker knows way too much. Pfft, dead.
Well,
that's
they'd
another
kill you
thing.
right
That would
away.
happen immediately.
They would kill you right away. They
You
killed
know what?
Brett
Give me the
Bart.
trillion. I thought about it.
You guys really think that you got to figure it out, but you got to remember option 4 is coming.
There's
Another-
4.
There's 4 options.
Oh, this is not a new one. This is
No, 3 is the
okay. $1 trillion is 3.
No, what
Got
we
it.
had was
Well,
you had every mystery solved in your head. They was downloaded in your head. You know everything, every conspiracy, anything that's like we weren't.
as soon as you try to monetize it, the government's going to make you disappear.
432
It doesn't even matter
hertz.
though.
You
To
would know.
know would be pretty great, but then again, it might bury you. You might be
Yeah,
stressed.
you might be able to know, but you're going to be poor.
You might-
Fuck that. Yeah.
I don't know.
As soon as you tell one person and then they tell 2 friends, and then they tell 2 friends.
You might be able to make enough money to have a security system, just like
Nah, I'm good, dog.
Mark Zuckerberg.
He's a lizard.
He spent millions and millions on security.
That's
He
Yeah,
rented
but-
out the
but-
entire UFC. He
Yeah,
made
but
it
yeah, but
stay
yeah,
out.
but then he sat ringside
Yeah.
with his wife who was like petrified.
Yeah.
And those fights weren't even that violent.
But dude, it is different when you're there. Like I don't know that I'm
I
saying
went to a boxing
would-
match live.
Oh, dude,
the
the
New York
hits.
State Championship,
I've seen the dudes.
and it
hitting
was
bags.
like intense. They
That was-
were
that was wild.
Guys
it was
should
like
go to-
smack. It was really
you guys
loud.
please
Loud
go to
hits.
wrestling with me one time.
Bro, I get
So much fun.
Let me tell you,
Maybe at the
I
Hollywood
can't
Firehouse.
stress this enough. I
They were
can't.
just there this past
I
weekend.
can't even for a second care about wrestling.
You don't need to care.
I'm trying. I'm like, nope.
You don't need to care. Just have fun.
I cannot care even. I can't even. No, even about going. Like I could have free tickets. I could have front row. I could have like above the dome,
Man.
staring down at it.
Talking about wet dreams over here.
Like I could have. They should make seats like right above the ring.
It has so
That'd be
much
dope.
fun.
It would be cool.
That'd
so
be
much fun.
Sick. Those
Like-
all those seats are like thousands.
Like catwalk seats.
Oh,
They should do that at
yeah.
UFC.
Just looking straight
They should
down.
do that at UFC.
I know it'd be nuts. That's a great
Jakey,
idea.
hand me my phone,
Dana.
would you?
Wow.
Right? All right. So option 4.
Well, Trillion's leader in the clubhouse right now. But here comes Rory.
Trillion's pretty great. All right, option 4. This one's big. You get to choose what happens when you die. Go to heaven, another Earth that's a utopia, resurrected into your favorite show, game, movie, become the god of your own reality, or maybe you choose to stay dead normally. The only catch is that you cannot resurrect back into or interfere with our reality once you die.
So you're like Rick and Morty, but you can't come back.
You can just whatever you want to happen. Now let's talk about what we would like.
So I already think I'm going to go one place.
No.
I don't need that.
I know
one.
what I would like. My own Earth, a nice Earth, right? Just straight up beautiful, wonderful place.
That's what God did.
Everybody lives for
Look at us.
1,000 years, and then
You ruined it.
And then you reincarnation, just come back. That's over and
So you
over
just
again.
keep playing The Sims over and over and over
and then
again.
it's just, and then, you know, the rest are...
What if you come back as a poor Cambodian?
No.
Then you hate life.
It's the same. Just like there's ants that come back as ants. They look exactly the same.
I know,
they are
but
that.
you don't get to come back as American every time, do you?
I'm not saying there's a bunch of people on the planet that I'm on. I didn't say there's a bunch
Just
of
enough to keep it
It's
interesting.
just enough to keep it interesting for me. It's like your own planet. It's your heaven. It's your paradise. That would be my
Well-
planet. What would be your afterlife? What would it look like?
That might be what it is.
I know, but what would your afterlife? What would you pick?
Dude, I've never
I
really
would go around the room here. I'm waiting for you. What
I'm
do you think?
playing golf pretty
A
much
lot of
every
golf.
day.
You could play golf on your own planet. Yep.
Perfect courses.
Yep.
If you had $1 trillion, you can still go to heaven and play golf every day.
You know what?
That's what I was
Jake,
thinking. I'm
Jake,
going to heaven
hold up.
anyway, and I'm
Jake,
going to be playing golf.
Jake,
Okay, fella.
hold on now. You actually,
So I'll
if
take the
you
money.
went to a new planet, you actually couldn't play golf because everything would be so overgrown. You would have to maintain it.
I wouldn't have
So
to
I
maintain
gotta go
it.
out there with a
Somebody-
lawnmower
and
and,
it would-
make a golf
The,
and it
course?
wouldn't
the
be-
landscapers that are reincarnated would have to do
And it
that.
wouldn't even be easy though, because it's just like, think about this area
Well,
before anybody touched it.
Earth
Swamp.
was very easy to maintain before sin entered.
Jake,
Like Adam and Eve,
it's still easy to maintain.
no, very easy. Like there was no weeds. Imagine Earth with no weeds.
So weeds
Hold on.
Brent's
Hold
about to go
the
off here.
fucking
dog.
phone. There was no vegetation.
No, there was only
No
vegetation
weeds.
you wanted.
There's only nice
so
grass,
like
baby, and New Balances.
gardening and farming was like easy.
You're just like, boom,
You,
apples.
like childbirth became hard.
Bam, green beans.
Childbirth became
Grapefruit.
hard. It was a curse.
And a radish.
The earth was cursed.
Kiwi, anybody?
Hey-o.
You will not get fruit or vegetables or anything without a little bit of work.
Right.
It used to not be like that. It used to just happen.
It might have been just in a nice
You
spot.
just thought about it and then boom.
No, like you might have to plant it, but like you tended it.
What
But
are you planting though?
No,
How
I
would you
tended
plant?
my garden.
apples.
Where do you get the seeds from?
I don't know. God planted them first, and then you figured it
Give
out
a
from
little
there. I mean, I didn't. It's a garden of Eden, bro. It's a garden.
Which was in the Middle East, right?
Probably Tigris and Euphrates somewhere in there.
Well, anyways, what would your perfect afterlife look like?
Dude, I've never thought about that.
It looks the
'Cause
same
'cause
as
I've
my
always
perfect
pictured
on
my,
life would look.
afterlife as just a worm food. So I don't really
But
know.
that's not what this
You've
is.
never actually
God.
thought about it more than that. You've never spent.
That's such a
If
sad
you
way to think
meditate
about
for more
things.
than like a minute,
I'm not saying it's.
What
I'm
would
not.
you, it's not the question though. It's like, what is your perfect afterlife? I don't know, dude. I'm just worms.
for
and
me, I would
dirt.
want to feel.
I'm
I would
asking
want to
you, what is the
feel
perfect afterlife?
unconditional love at all times. I feel like that would be awesome.
Yeah, I want to feel like I'm coming.
You
and
want to
yawning.
feel meaningful,
And
and
a
you want to
Q-tip in your
feel,
ear.
Yeah, it's
and
constant.
that, of course, yeah.
That would be awesome.
And,
you're afterlife
and
now.
stretching. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jake. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yawning
Stretching coming.
and
all that.
pooping.
Same time, and pooping. Like all of it all together. Someone's scratching
really
your
long
head.
pee.
Oh yeah, someone's definitely scratching my head.
They're rubbing your hands.
Oh, massage my hands.
So
Yeah.
basically, you're like a heroin addict walking around
Hold on.
with no needles.
Is that what heroin feels like?
Apparently, it feels
I
like
need
you're
to
just
call
coming all the
somebody.
time.
And
Holy
you
shit.
just woke up and you're still tired and you don't have to do anything and you get to stay in bed and your bed feels really comfortable like it's
Yep.
supposed to.
Oh,
You know when that happens?
Yep.
Like if you have to go to work, your bed feels so comfortable. If you have nothing to do,
you can't wait
you're
to
like,
get out of it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
almost.
You ever get into
I-
like an ice cold bed, just kind of kick your feet a little bit, like tuck in?
I have the perfect
Oh, I
laying.
love that.
I have the perfect laying position, and it's on your side.
Nope.
Arm up. Well, this comes back over a little bit, right near your head, and then I make a 4 with my legs, but my foot.
Dude, I do the same thing.
Figure
my
four
foot
leg
goes
lock.
back under the
Woo!
long
Ric
line.
Flair.
This is so stupid.
Hold on.
My
Shut
foot goes
up.
back under the long line.
Stupid.
Yeah.
And
I've been doing
that's
this
heaven for Mike.
I've been doing this a lot lately. I actually been
Figure
sleeping.
four.
a
What
lot.
else is it, Jake?
I'm with you.
Think about it, dude.
I was
Hold
wrapping it
on.
up.
Think about it. When they talk about
Sleeping
heaven,
on
it's
a
like
hand.
walking around mansions and you're just singing
Man,
praises to
God.
God. Like, I mean, it's not much different.
But in heaven, nobody
That's not
has
heaven.
nobody has genitalia.
That's not true.
You don't know.
Are
You don't know
angels
your loved
geldings?
ones. You don't know your loved
Angels
ones.
are sexless
Right.
beings. Yes,
I just
and
thought-
God is sexless
But
as
we
well.
don't
What?
become
Hold on.
angels.
They're what? They're they.
I thought when you die, you
They
become an
are.
angel.
No, that's false.
You
I
actually
don't know
rule.
about
You
church,
actually
sorry.
judge the angels. You become a
Yeah.
judge.
Angels
Hey,
are less than
Hey,
us.
Brett, did you
What?
hear?
Oh yeah, they.
They're
Okay.
they bees.
They're theys.
Oh, they
The angels.
they're
For the
thems?
exact reason
So
why you don't have to
Demi
argue about
Lovato
it.
is an angel. Is that what you're saying?
She actually went
Angels
back.
are
Did she?
sexless.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Shut her.
She did.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But anyways, no.
Yes, yeah.
because there's no need for it in their
Well,
world.
Dogma taught me
Right.
that.
God made our world more interesting by making
I mean,
two
it's not that crazy
different
of a,
sexes.
It's not that crazy of a concept.
The Metatron.
Like if you think about an architect, and then he needs workers, drones.
Yeah, like they
bees,
don't.
It's like
But God is also, I believe, to be sexless as well. And
Sure.
Jesus,
That would suck.
they just exist in some other
you think
form that
God's
we
got
can't
like
even.
groupies?
Yeah.
You think he's
We
just
can't
banging?
even
I
like.
think he's coming all the time too.
No,
You
he's
can't
not.
even imagine it, dude. It's just we don't
Exactly.
know. It's just let's be honest.
With a Q-tip in his ear.
But I think it's cool to make up your own reality. I think I think you know what I think I'm doing. I think I'm creating my own reality. I think I'm picking option 4, and I'm killing myself tomorrow.
Whoa.
Oh,
But suicide, you don't.
but then you leave
don't go
Felix
to
and
heaven.
Amanda. Like you just leave them.
All right, I'll die when I die.
Heaven has them in it, maybe, but then you can't kill other people.
I think you bring your love. I think you bring your love. Well, actually, you know what? I popped. No,
Oh,
I got it.
Jonestown.
I got it. How about this?
This is the makings of a cult.
I populate my new
Don't
Earth.
drink the Kool-Aid.
I populate my new Earth with like 10 Amandas, and then I just,
Oh my God.
An Asian Amanda, a black Amanda. They spread them out.
Dude,
You're right.
Hey,
You're
that
right.
would be rad.
Are we
Yeah.
bringing Felix with you too?
You're right.
Yeah,
And
you
then
get
I'll
the-
start my new Earth.
and they're completely different, and
I'll
they have
start my
little,
new
they
Earth.
have the weird little like
And my
cultural things.
1,000-year reign will be great, and then I'll die and I'll start over again.
Like King of the
But
Earth.
what if it's not great?
Yeah,
What if
it's
you have an
not
arch
great?
enemy like the devil?
What if you get overthrown in 5
No,
years?
no,
They
no,
creep
no,
in
no,
there.
no,
God
no.
thought he was doing it
We're
too,
creating
man.
the afterlife. The devil would be.
What if
What would
Krampus
the devil
comes
be
on
there? The
Christmas
devil
and
would be
kills you?
my own like.
Dude, your brain is creating this. I don't know. That
What do
might
you
be. There might be a lot of pitfalls that you create, like the Matrix.
Sure.
You're gonna create it,
Well,
and
nothing's
afterwards you're like, oh,
What if we
crap,
were
I forgot about that.
But each
This
time
isn't
you create
perfect.
one,
No,
that's
now
you
you
learn.
have
You
to
learn.
That's all we're living in. Is God's little created.
That's what Jake is saying. That he's saying like even
Yeah,
God
God
created
did
this
it.
world, and
someone
it's still,
backstabbed him
Yeah.
right away.
But I'm not going to backstab me. I know what I want.
Yeah, but like Felix might backstab you.
I want
Oh,
an
the betrayal of the firstborn
I want an
son.
American Amanda, Black Amanda,
Mexican,
Felix gonna be
Asian Amanda,
Felix gonna be so
Latina,
pissed.
Thai Amanda, Latina Amanda.
He can't sleep with anybody because they're all his
Canadian.
moms. Like he's like, this sucks.
Well, Felix could definitely tag along. Yo, I've always seen these. I keep seeing these like posts. Like people are like, it smells like no kids in the morning or something. You know, like people that are real pumped, like to not have like not kids at all. I hate that
I don't
shit.
understand it either, dude.
I don't get that either.
I would love to have a child. I'm throwing that out there. I would love to have my own child.
I get this. I get it, but I don't.
There
because
are times when it's cool that you don't have like one.
sure,
I get it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's real tight,
But a family is optimal.
dude. Especially when now there's this new Paramore song. I know some people probably don't
It's
like it.
Awful.
It's not awful at all.
It's
I
not
think
Paramore.
I think it's
Is it better than
Great.
the other song where they say that one song that I like? Don't go cry to your mom.
yeah, it's a good song.
I like that song.
But
Is it
anyways, they're
better than
going a
that
lot
one?
more indie.
Paramore,
Anyways,
it's
so
bad.
it's bad to you. So I put it on because I hadn't heard it yet, right? I jam it on the TV. Felix sitting next to me. He completely stops what he's doing, and he's like fixated on the music video, and like the music's happening, and like it's a cool video. It's shot in like this old vintage tape, and
Go figure.
it's super zoomed in. It's okay, Brent, for this to be different shit than what
It's
you
not
like.
different though.
Super.
It's not
Brent,
different.
if this comes out in the '60s, it's a timeless song. It's a beautiful
It's
song.
not
I'll
different.
listen to it.
It's not different than what else everybody else is doing right now.
I wanna listen to
What
it
does
now,
it
actually.
sound like?
Dude,
Everything.
grainy film and
That's a
funky
sound?
and funky 90s clothes. Ooh.
That's a sound?
No, it's trend. It's so repetitive.
What's repetitive about it?
Dude, they say the title of the song 1,000 times.
It's the chorus.
Those song titles are the chorus.
You repeat things to make it more memorable.
My songs don't do that.
Your songs aren't really that. They're not going to be popular.
No shit. I understand that. I'm not pigeonholed the hardcore scene either. You know that.
Yeah, you're all over the place. You're like singing
Very
country
good.
songs and 80 TR and an emo cover band and a hardcore band.
Dude,
I mean, talk about thrice identity crisis here.
just
You
learn.
used to get on me for that, and
Just-
you're like, and now I'm like, you see, everything's fun.
Just learn. Oh, it is fun. Just learn.
No, you see, everything's fun.
Just
They just want to touch everything.
Just learned a thrice song last night.
That's
for
why
Halloween.
bands change so drastically.
Because it's fun.
Like the Save Today ruined it, but they changed.
The new Paramore song is trash. It's trash.
It's.
Hold
like,
on, you could say I don't like it.
Trash,
I don't like it.
There
It's
you go.
not trash.
If you say it's trash, it
Okay.
Jake,
Check
I'll,
it.
I'll crank it for, I'll crank it for you.
I might not like it, but I'll be like,
Not for Brent.
I don't like it.
It's not for you. That's fine. I understand that.
But
that's why
I
I take differently to someone saying it's trash.
Okay, you're right.
Than
Okay.
someone saying.
I just feel like that song is pandering. I feel like they took an easy way out with that song. Could have told me that was Bleachers, or you could have told me that was.
No. Dude, Hayley Williams is so different. She's rock
not
star,
that different,
and she
bro.
deserves to be where she's at. Are you fucking high?
I understand she's a rock star, and she's a great songwriter.
She's perfect for. She is like what we need in women singing
I feel like
songs.
I feel like she's trend jumping.
She's what?
Trend jumping.
She's not trend jumping.
Okay.
They sound the same, bro. Dude, they sound like a
Dude, every record they sound different.
No. I mean, they jumped a little bit with that little. They gotten a little more indie, but she's a huge indie fan.
That's great.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
You're
I don't
jumping?
like the song. The song stinks.
Doesn't stink,
I hate it.
dude. You could play that song for literally a billion people, and then play like, what's your favorite song right now?
Don't put me on the spot like that.
What's your
Nobody
favorite
likes
song?
to be put on the spot like that.
What's your favorite
Ooh,
song
like
right now?
new song right now.
I don't.
Yeah.
You know I don't listen to new music.
You love music. You
I do,
literally. What's
but
your
like-
favorite song to play at a cover band? Your favorite one. You're like, this is the best song ever.
I'd have to think.
I'll tell you
about
what it is. It's My Chemical Romance. The I Never.
Oh, Helena.
No,
For you or for him?
That's Helena.
no, it's not. I never.
Oh, that's shit. Ghost of You.
At the top of the. That's like one of my
Never
favorite songs
coming
ever
home.
in the world.
But I don't like the song at all.
I know, but what's your favorite song?
My favorite song.
What do you think's like? What do you think is like? Man, that should probably take over the world the same way This Is Why is. That's a great song.
Flower
It sounds
Shops,
so
great
good.
song.
What is it?
Flower Shops.
I heard that song. I got over it pretty
That's
quickly.
like okay song.
Hey, you want to go see Hardy in February?
Maybe.
like that's a
I love
very good
Hardy.
song.
Yeah.
I get shit on for liking him, but I like him a lot.
I love Hardy.
It's like
I remember you said it last. It's been like a year since you said that was a good song.
It
And
is.
I listened to it.
it's
it's
not
good.
one you just want to put on though. You know what I'm saying?
Like tonight before I came over, I was YouTube with the kids. You know, the music just cranked, and I put on U-Proof because it just sounds good on the speakers.
The chorus is just so fun sounding and catchy.
But you could have told me that was Young the Giant, or you could have told me that was what's that band that you loved with the Indian guy and the fucking the all the other.
Yeah, it's Young the Giant, dude. Paramore sounds just like Young the Giant.
Or no, what's
Young
that?
the Giant's completely different. Young the Giant sounds phenomenal as well. What a voice! That guy's
what's
got an
that
amazing
band
voice.
that you were in love with about 10 years ago?
Indian guy.
Had Indian, not a no
The Bled.
no dude. They were super indie. You and Amanda like loved them.
Vampire Weekend.
Yeah, Vampire Weekend.
No.
Oh, Super Indian.
They had women in the band. The Indian guy.
Group Love.
Group Love.
No
Love's
Indians.
great.
You could have told me that was Group Love.
Group
No.
Love is great.
I'm not disputing that.
Great band,
Damn
dude.
it.
They're fine.
You can throw them on at any
But-
party. You're like, yeah, I'm glad this song's on.
Every now and then I remember them. I'm so glad I do because it's so fun.
Tell you what.
Just pretended I was a Plains Indian over here.
Yeah, you did. You went, oh. Like they're all just going around doing that. We all just like skipped over that too.
Comanche.
No,
over
like
here.
Where's the
Indian.
bell?
There's not an Indian in that group love at all.
Yes,
not an
there
Indian.
is. The main dude's in. Is a
He's not. He's got long
he's
hair.
a reservationist.
So white.
He's the whitest dude
No,
ever.
dude, we're looking this up.
Reservationist.
I can't wait for you to see this guy and realize he does not belong on
And that
any
chick
reservation.
is that one
They
chick.
married.
The
They're married.
one chick that's in the band is his girl.
yeah, they're married. They have kids together.
Carolina.
I mean, how cool is that?
They just sing about getting sunburn on a ferry. They sing about cool stuff.
So what option are you picking while he's looking that up?
Trillion.
I want the first option because I feel
All
like
the mysteries.
I don't need a trillion. I can monetize that. It'll be
Yes.
fun. It'll be my new
And
job.
you would live just good
and
enough.
I will know all the
A
secrets.
trillion, you're on everyone's radar. But then again, you
Yeah.
know everything. You're on everyone's radar.
you don't tell everyone you know everything right away. You just slowly unveil that you know everything.
Actually, you just kind of be like, I know what happened, possibly, but this makes the most sense. And whatever you say, it's
start a
gonna
podcast.
make sense.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be the truth.
You wouldn't even know what you know until someone asked you.
You
Like,
know,
yo,
it's-
do you know about this?
so-
You're like, I do because I didn't, but it's in my brain.
So Amanda had to go on the stand recently for a certain case in the
Waiting to get paid
was
for
she
that,
nervous?
by the way.
and why would you get paid for that?
I broke the news, bro.
You did
I brought
it.
them
Whistleblower.
down. Yeah.
I would actually pay.
Whistleblower
I'd
fee.
pay Sarah first, actually, wouldn't it?
friendly encounter.
That wasn't even like. That was like that was literally like so like there's an iceberg, and yeah, you're like the tip of it, and then it's like the whole underwater part where like.
But hold on.
I think
on.
Brent should get 10% of whatever you guys get.
Thank you.
For what?
What?
For what?
I mean, Wes, help me out here.
I mean, he did leak the information.
Right.
He got the ball rolling. Give him that.
It's called a finder's fee.
Ball rolling.
Finder's fee.
That's
I like
not
that.
what like really made anybody do anything though.
Oh, come on, bro. You're really kind of you're shitting on my help
No, I'm
here.
not. I thought it was. It's a piece of it. Like we used a little. We used our text back and forth
There we go.
in the courtroom.
There we go.
That's part of it, but it's not. It's not like the millions and millions of dollars of jobs that you had to like find through encrypted emails, and
But you wouldn't have been looking for him without me.
we would have when he left. Yeah,
Well,
but I'm saying that's why that piece of months ago. This was in production.
these motherfuckers are still just munching salsa.
We haven't encrypted things that show months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like we would have found it was months ago anyways.
I'm being a dick.
But-
I don't. You know, I really don't want.
No,
I'm being funny.
I'm happy that made it because I called him a little weasel in our texts, and it got said in the courtroom.
No.
Oh, really?
Let it be known that I don't want a goddamn red penny. I'm being funny.
Well, they were ordered to stop working,
Yeah.
and apparently we found proof that they're still working, so they're all about to go probably.
Let's
Really?
go.
That's a federal offense, disobeying the court. Anyways, I brought that up for a reason. That Amanda was we were figuring out stuff how she's gonna go up on the stand, right? And what she's gonna say and be nervous. I'm like, you're not gonna be nervous. And we both realized that like when you're telling the truth, you're just not nervous. You're just like, this is straightforward. This
Yeah,
is what
dude.
so when you know everything and you're telling everybody, like you're gonna sound so genuine and truthful that you're just gonna have so many followers. They're all gonna pay to hear more. You're gonna be able to monetize it. It is what it is.
The real psychopaths can do that and be lying.
I know.
That's the hard part. Like the really good
one going
liars
left?
can do that. They're
You
not
somehow gotta
nervous.
convince people that you're not lying.
You
Yeah.
convince yourself first, I think.
So
Pineapple?
you know everything. You can bring anybody back to life 10 hours once a year.
I'm going to heaven anyways, and it's going to be better than I can ever imagine. So I'm taking the first one.
Wow.
I'm
Just
going.
calling a shot. I'm going to heaven.
Well,
bro.
yeah, and you can't imagine it. It's better than whatever you think it's going to be.
I'm thinking that I could probably, like, I don't want to say I can make a better
Who's golf
heaven,
tomorrow?
but I think I could, like,
I do,
probably
but
make a pretty cool heaven that I
no
would
doubt.
enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, we could all make a pretty good heaven.
I think the thing is, though, if you make your own heaven, you're going to forget something. You create it, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, God.
Yeah, but you're allowed.
God
You're allowed
knows
to
you
add to
better
it.
than you do.
Nah.
Yep.
Wow, Mike just said he was better than God.
No.
God knows him better, which he does.
No, I'm just kind of still fighting the whole, like,
That's
I
why
think
you
I
say,
could.
oh,
To
God
God,
in the
you look
bedroom.
like, God loves you and all that kind of stuff.
pummeling
But
that
to
jar,
him, you're
dude.
not that complex.
He's
I don't
half
think.
Well, because we are tied down by certain wants
a
and
huge
needs of a flesh to where it's simple stuff. It's simple, like
Tip and everything.
things that matter right now don't matter. The things that really matter is like when you're 60, 70, going through some crazy shit, you got someone there or you got love around you that kind of helps you get through that.
I have a question.
What?
What is the optimal age to die?
Well, the average male in America, I think that's 73 or 4.
You know how trash that is?
Bet.
Dude, 73 is like not that old.
Jake, that's what this, hold on.
Also,
You
if
ever-
you're over 6 foot, I think 1, your life expectancy is down too.
Really?
Yep.
Because you'll hit your head more than
Well,
regular
that
people.
no, your blood has further to travel.
I think
Your
2.
heart-
Your heart's
All
working.
right, we
yeah.
take a look here. We got the timeline
fuck
of human
me.
life.
Yes, where are we?
Orange goes up to 12 years old. This is 12 years old.
I'm already sad looking at this.
I know. This is important.
Yes.
I bought this poster. I'm going to go hang in my office. So 12 years old. It's got average age girls get their first period. Actually, I should probably read it right here.
We did this last year.
We did not do this last year.
Yes, we did. We read it on air.
No, we didn't.
I don't remember this.
I edit
we
every
totally-
video so I see everything 3 times.
The pineapple
He is
high
God.
noon. Just got
I am
mic'd.
God of this universe.
Jake, how's that salsa treating you,
That
bud?
cilantro's good.
So this little
Cilantro
orange,
tastes like shit.
this orange part right here, Jake, 12. Average age, girls get their first period. Age boys start puberty at 13.5. So we get down the purple. Just purple
Jacking
start, 22 years old, 21 years old. Age 24. Average peak fertility in women, global, 24 right here.
Whew.
Age 27. Average age for women to have their first child. Actually, we missed age 25. Average age.
This is the world or U.S.?
Well, it'll say global and U.S.
Oh, okay.
So at 25, the average age of full brain development globally, 25. So we're already going downhill, obviously.
Well, dude, I can't remember what I had for lunch, dude. I know I'm losing my
Tapping
mind.
out.
We all are, dude. We did that. So
No amount of Sudoku is gonna
your
save
peak
me.
fertility for men, age 30.
Man, I feel maybe a little bit more fertile now.
So these are good
Than
years
30.
right.
Jake's
These are good.
20.
These are good years right here. These purples it goes up to 50 years old. Right
So
there.
we're in the prime time.
We're right in the middle of it right here.
All right, then.
So this is good.
The peak, they call that. Of
So-
life.
I like prime time better, bud.
You get to 47. Statistically, the unhappiest year of your life, age 47.
I can totally see that. I could totally see
It's
that.
like you're getting there.
You're like
so
in
close to
some,
50.
you're the end of some middling career,
Yep.
and you're like, dude, I just wasted 20 years of my life. Your kids are now like 15 and 16, so now they're you literally
babies are gone.
You don't
Fucking
know
hate
what
your
to
guts.
do.
You lose your babies. How
Yeah,
sad
and
is
you
that?
just don't know what to do. Now you're like my whole the last 20 years of my
I'm
life
almost
have
grown
been
now.
working. Huh?
We got
I think the better
You're
question.
literally almost done.
a barn burner in
I
Chicago.
think the better question. Yes,
0-0.
I think the better question is not what age do you want to die, but what age do you want to retire and actually enjoy your life?
Like 10 years ago,
30s.
But realistically,
35.
though,
I want to work.
like
35.
what can you realistically
Actually,
do?
I'll say 40. I think 40 is a good age to be like,
to be
let's go.
completely honest,
I put my time in. Let's go.
I'd be okay with 50.
I think
right on the
50.
dot.
I think 50.
50's fine too, I guess.
yeah, but being productive and working, you can do forever.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
full on retirement where you only play tennis and swim and golf every day.
That's Hollywood
dumb.
retirement.
Yeah, that
But also, most people that retire early, they go back to work because like this is boring. You know what I mean? Like it's
because their work has robbed them of having any sort of side hobbies and stuff.
I did look up. Last night, literally word for word what I googled. Am I going to die because I don't sleep enough? And it was, or am I going to die earlier because I don't sleep enough? And it's like, yeah pretty
dude.
much.
But
need
you
those
were
8 hours,
awake
bro.
more.
You need
But you
8.
were awake more during your life.
yeah. But also, yeah, if you
That's true,
sleep,
too.
if you sleep 8 hours a day and you live to 90, you'll sleep for 30 years of your life.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
a lot.
I never thought
30 years
a
of your
third
life,
of your life is in
you were
bed.
sleeping.
Yeah, I mean,
like
we were talking
a
about
tenth of
this.
your
We
life
were talking
you're
about
in
this
a
when
car.
we were talking about this when I was having a
Well,
kid for the
something
first
like
time.
that.
Well,
It's
I
high.
believe it.
Jake was like, "Yeah, you stay up later because that's the only time you get." And so like you'll stay up 4 hours after their go to bed, which the baby goes to bed at like 7, 7:30, 8.
You
So you
got
get-
to,
so
man.
you gotta stay to
it's
10
the
or
only
11.
time
You
I
get
can
it.
watch TV or read a book or do anything. Focus on something I want to do,
Yep.
like which might be trying to think about something
And
or
not,
just anything.
and not watch Bluey.
Yeah, just
Even though Bluey is kind of tight.
Yeah,
Blue is real tight.
it's actually a great show for kids.
I just like the
Let's move
Australian
on.
accents, man. I think
They're
they're
great.
funny.
They're great people.
So we
that
said
made it.
age 47, statistically the unhappiest year of your life globally. Age 50, average age to become a grandparent in the U.S. So that's blue right now. We're getting to blue. That's the average age to become a grandparent.
Phew.
54.
How old was your mom?
26.
Stop it.
No, my mom
gotta
is
get a whole look at this thing,
21
yeah.
years older than me.
So
I
she
was 19.
39.
So we're right. I mean, we're
Or
right
40.
there.
19.
How many
29,
things did you
39.
think
This is
40,
100
yeah,
years
40.
though. This is 100.
Dude, 73 years old is
Hold on,
not
hold on. We're
old.
getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
We're halfway there, bro.
It's
Well,
not
also,
old.
people are living longer now.
No,
So
they're
that-
not.
They are.
They're supposed to be, but they ain't.
But they are.
COVID.
Certain people are.
Life expectancy over the last 100 years has gone up.
Oh, yeah.
I think it went up, and now I think it's going back down.
Modern
Dude,
medicine.
it's been in the 70s since
Look,
at
look,
least
look, look.
30 years.
Age 54. Average age of women when their children leave the U.S. Or leave the home. U.S.
How old?
In the
54?
U.S. Sorry. That came out way funnier, so that's fine. But
Get out of the
when their
country.
kids leave the house. Get out of the whole country, bitch. America.
whole country.
Go figure it out.
Go backpack through Europe,
Age
hippie.
58. Average age of men when their children leave the home in the U.S.
So men usually marry down, is what they say.
66. Ready? 66. Average age of full retirement in the U.S. Right here. Look how much you have left.
We'll never be able to retire.
Look at this left, right? You see this left? Age 70, right here. Right after this, age 70. Average life expectancy for males globally. Right here. Now, if you move down here to 76, this is retirement. This is average life expectancy for men in the U.S. 76 years old, right here. This much you get in retirement.
Yeah.
After all this.
Yeah. It's about like, I don't know, 6% of your life or
If
something.
you get to the green, average life expectancy for women in the U.S., 81. And then that's just to 100 years. That's all that is.
Nothing's average after that.
Age 100. 1 in 20 young adults alive today will live to see this age globally.
That's better than I thought.
I will not.
One.
That's why I love that. It puts it all in perspective.
Only one male in my family over the last 100 years has made it out of their 60s.
Life has not
That's
been
crazy.
easy for
That's
males
crazy.
in the last 100 years.
Well, then you really need to.
My
yeah,
pop-up,
they're putting you on.
My pop-up made it to his 90s.
That's
my
crazy.
dad, 52. All of his uncles in their 50s and 60s.
Bro, those.
We got weak tickers.
Bro, your life is halfway over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's probably more than halfway.
You need to find God.
Nope. I'm good. What the fuck does that even mean? You got to find God.
Bro, there was a time when you were looking.
Well, I was looking for any
were.
kind of anything from anywhere.
You were looking.
I would have went to a Wiccan church
No.
if there was one around.
Nah. I mean, honestly,
They're
I'm
around.
at a point right now in my life where I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for the right church to go
You
back
know what's
to.
not the right
feel like you're
church?
questioning a lot
I'll
of
probably
things.
offend anybody.
Yeah, I feel like you're questioning a
I
lot of
have
things.
a bad I don't know, I have bad like this
Well, dude.
weird vibe with certain people in churches. I have to find the right spot for me. I don't like a lot of certain people in churches.
You know what, I
growing
don't-
up in the churches, you have
Come
a
to our
bad
church.
You have a bad vibe with a lot
Never
of
come
people.
to our church.
I actually
Come
liked the few times I went to Jake's.
Come to our church. Come on, Mikey. It's so
Fuck off.
late.
Is it still back in the same spot?
We moved buildings, but we're right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you all find a good foundation spot where you can
Come on back,
land
Mikey.
at.
So actually, I'll tell you what, we have been taking. I have been taking with Jackson our kids on Wednesday night, last night, to Awana program at another church.
Awana what?
It's like a Awana. It's
Awana,
it's
bro.
called
I know
AWA.
AWNA.
Yeah, it's a kids like Patch the Pirate type thing.
Yeah.
With some people that we know at another church.
What church?
It's First Baptist in Prince Frederick.
Okay, because I don't want to offend anybody in the room, but I'm good. Non-denominational churches are bullshit. I hate.
We have a non-denominational church. But why do you think you have to be associated with the denomination? They are, though. I actually agree with what you're saying, and I think I agree with what you're trying to say, for sure.
What I'm trying to say, it's just, I don't believe in the messages that they spew.
Well,
I think non-denominational at the core
I'm sure
is
it's
good.
a great idea.
At its core, it's good.
it's a pep rally.
Dude, I went to one for
Real life church is not
months.
non-denominational.
I went to one for 6 months.
They're
They're actually
Methodist
more
at heart,
They're
aren't they?
Wesleyan.
Yeah,
they're
Wesleyan.
more denominational than you think.
They
Wesleyan.
lie to get people in there.
Yeah.
It's a life
So I went to
church and
South
real
Point
life
or
all
whatever
that
that- I
crap.
went to
South
South
Point.
Point.
They are denominational.
Yeah, they really are at the root of it.
No, they really are. Like they say it in the
And
fine
I'm sorry,
print.
I don't like going to church where a guy's wearing a Aaron Rodgers jersey, jeans, and dirty
Oh,
boots.
stop.
I hate that shit.
Oh,
I actually don't
stop
like that
it.
either. I don't like
Put on some
when
fucking
the
slacks.
pastor
Yeah.
changes. They have a traditional service
Yeah.
where the pastor dresses however he thinks traditional is, a suit. And then he goes and changes into whatever he thinks the next group wants to hear. And they say like that's for connecting with whoever's there, which I understand that. I do.
Dude, go buy some
But
khakis at
that's
Walmart.
not what church is not about.
Put on a
that.
collar. I'm sorry. That's the way I feel.
My thing
The
is
music at non-denominational churches, though, kicks ass.
great. When I go to a church, I don't want to be bombarded by you guys to see who wants to take me to lunch or who wants to try to get
You
me
need to come to my church, Mike.
It's like, relax, back off. Let me just be here. Let me just embrace this shit. I want to take it in and I want to go home.
God, I wish I would have kept all those
I don't-
notes I wrote and gave to you guys.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to shake hands.
Pages of
I want
notes.
to come in. I want to feel it. I want to sweat a little bit. I want to feel good. I want to tear up during a certain song I like.
I also don't want an
And I wanna go home.
overactive
I don't want to talk to nobody.
pastor, preacher, priest. I hate the guys that run back and forth like they're Tony fucking Robbins. Like they just did an 8-ball and they're just
Well, that's a
screaming.
totally different. That's a
That's
that's a whole thing.
fundamentalism
Yeah,
to its core. But
Yeah.
yeah,
and
I
then
hate that shit.
it's manipulation. It's emotional manipulation.
I think the clothing thing is like whatever. Just wear whatever you want to wear.
Nope. Sorry.
Why?
I think what you're wearing right now would go.
That's you know what?
It doesn't
I'm okay
matter.
with that.
But no, but
I'm
even
okay
this-
with it if you're up front, but I don't like the changing to me. I don't like
but
that.
my thing is, if someone wants to wear a football jersey to church, who cares? A hoodie to
It
church,
bothers me,
who
bro.
cares?
Football jersey bothers me
it's-
anywhere.
I wear shorts to our church when it's really hot, but
So
I also
it's
Hey,
you know what it is? It's
Showing the knees
years.
for Christ, dog. I don't know.
When I took my grandfather to Saturday mass every Saturday for years, and my man Was a sharp dressed motherfucker.
There's something to be said for showing that level of respect enough where you'll dress up. You know,
That's all.
Doesn't mean you're not more biblical or whatever.
No, not at all. But I just feel like take the fucking effort.
It's the same way across anything. If you want, it's the same. It's called having a standard, and standards
Just
are
for the
good.
job you want, not the one you have.
Yeah.
Standards
Although I
are
wore
good.
some khakis and like just one of those blue button ups the other day, and I was like, this isn't that hard to wear. No, it's not. And it's like
I actually
could wear
wish
that every day if I just bought a
had
bunch.
to dress up a little more.
If I bought a bunch of them,
buy a few.
I have
go
so
to Ross,
many,
buy some
dude.
golf shirts and some fucking
I
slacks.
have so many nice shirts. I don't wear them anymore because it's not required at my job.
Yeah.
Or it's not like part of the culture at all. The culture is actually to dress down. And so I dress down too because it's easier. But I actually prefer to look halfway decent.
Yeah.
I like business
agree.
cash. I'm a big fan of it.
I agree. I don't know.
Dude, we should all go to church together one time.
You guys,
Not
Wes has a
Jake's
church,
church.
too. Why not?
Because it's your church. I want to go to
Mike,
somewhere
can you
where we can
come
all go
on
and
Sunday?
like, we can all talk about
Mike,
what we
can you
felt.
come on Sunday?
I think it was a good idea. I'm not saying go to,
I want to go to a bunch of different ones.
yeah.
And
should all go to a Jehovah's Witness church.
Hey, can we do
They won't let you in.
We'll do a
bro.
pod afterwards called the Church Pod.
Dude.
Zero Church Pod, and then we'll
Church reviews.
We'll post
Church reviews.
what we thought about the church.
That'd be so funny.
That'd be great.
I kind of fuck with it.
We'll take notes all the time, like we're like taking notes on the church, but
I
we're really just taking
God
notes
damn,
for the
I
pod.
wish I would have kept all those notes that I wrote.
Well, stop saying goddamn.
Sorry.
Mike, I'll see you at church on Sunday. It's dude,
Maybe, but I really was planning on going back to Hughesville. But
well, a mistake.
Not this. What's wrong with
I
Houston
like
Baptist?
Hughesville Baptist. I do.
You
but
said you were going to try out some churches. You ain't tried ours
I do
out.
want to try out churches.
You haven't
I've
tried
been
ours
to
out.
Jake's church.
Yeah.
He has been there.
Well, I mean, I'll try it out when it gets closer to my.
It's closer than
Houston Baptist.
Hughesville.
I'm saying like it's gonna keep moving around. It's gonna.
They haven't moved in years.
We moved once.
They moved like
We've
one
been at
building.
church for 6 years.
Next relocation, I'll be there.
Dude, actually,
What do y'all got for music going on there?
Elias plays piano. We sing. We need help. Elias does great.
That's why he's trying to
Yeah.
Kirby. See, you can't show
Elias
up to a
No,
church.
I'm not. Dude,
Elias
I asked
does-
y'all to come to my church 10 years ago. I
I
ain't
know,
asked
you
no
did, you
more.
did, you
Yeah.
did.
Elias does do well.
Same with like Adam. He's never
Elias
coming.
is great on piano.
Not coming
It's
to
weird.
church.
You don't think Elias would be? You see him, you just don't think piano, and then suddenly he's like jamming on piano. You're like, oh,
You look at Elias and you think light beer.
you think
That fucking hair.
is he growing it out again?
It's just so long.
Nah, he's cut it a little bit. I
It's
don't
like
know.
Luke
I can't
Bryan
remember.
on crack.
He should come Saturday. They all should come.
What's up
I
with
told him
country
to.
singers having two first names
told him
these
to.
days too?
Literally,
Everybody's
y'all
got
can
two
invite
first
whoever
names.
you want. It's just gonna be
I didn't invite anyone. I did tell
My parents
Elias.
are pumped.
a bunch of gaming. Yeah, they're making pulled pork or
Yeah, dude.
whatever, and then
I'm getting the sauces.
meatballs and stuff.
I'm
I'm
skipping
making
a family
meatballs.
party.
tomorrow.
What'd you say?
I'm skipping a Shea family party. I was like, no, I'm not going. Not
For
going.
you. Thank
Hey,
you.
by the way,
Like, you haven't been enough of those.
speaking of
Right,
Shea
every
parties,
weekend.
there was
trying
another husband of a Shea who was at the pub on Friday, and you
Chad.
weren't. What?
Yeah,
Chad's
Chad.
great.
Yeah,
Chad
why weren't you
Danielle.
there?
I couldn't go. I
You
had to
said
go
I got
home.
a party on Friday. I was like, well, doesn't Chad have a party on Friday too?
He was there.
He just did both of them.
Yeah. What was last Friday?
It was like the pub crawl thing.
I know, but after that, I
Oh,
did
yeah.
see
Dude,
him.
I heard
I'm
it
trying to
was-
remember
I heard it
why.
you said it was Justin's
Crazy
kids'
busy.
party or
Oh
something
yeah,
like that.
it was Blake's 10th birthday. Yeah, he was there. Chad and Danielle were there. Yeah,
Chad's good peeps.
I did have to go to that, but I also had to go home prior to that.
And like Leonardtown's though is just so Leonardtown's great, but it is just far. It's not far, but like
Dude,
you know what I'm
driving
saying?
back from the funeral to here was like, dang, this is pretty good ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Nice.
live, dude,
Yeah.
I live right
I
in
mean,
the middle
I
of
live that
everything
same
now. I
far away,
love
but
you're
it's
probably
a
the
different way.
further
But it's still
we
like,
came,
come
so.
on, it's 30 minutes, no matter how you cut
Yeah,
it.
that Buzz Creek Road just takes forever.
I just wish I
You're
lived
like,
a little
come
bit
on.
further away from a Wawa. It's way too easy to go to Wawa.
Oh. What do you eat?
Dude,
Nothing
Wawa.
anymore.
What are you doing?
before the last
Nothing
4
there calls my name. Like you
No.
get me. You know, I have no
Dude.
problem
Like
not
the
going
fruit
to
and the peanut
food.
butter used to, but
It
now
all-
they got a different peanut butter now.
all blends
It's a
together.
squeeze thing.
Get
It
the
tastes like
fuck
shit.
out of
It
here.
tastes like shit.
They used to have Jif, dog.
Yeah, now
I
it's
used to eat
Skippy
that
and a
shit.
squeeze thing.
Bro,
It's organic Skippy and it sucks.
If I
Wawa
admit-
used to be affordable, and
If
now
I
it's
admit
not.
one bad thing that I do have, bro, I can eat probably a jar of peanut butter in a month. Easy.
There's worse things. There's worse things.
Yeah, what is that
Amanda's
bad?
not listening, but I'll straight up.
We haven't had peanut butter at our house. I've never
I
seen
just-
Wait,
them.
isn't
never
Heather
seen
allergic to it?
I don't
eat
know.
peanut butter?
I don't know.
Dude, just
No, I've never.
Aubrey
Like,
eats a
we've
peanut
never
butter jelly
had
sandwich
peanut butter
like
or
3 out of
jelly.
5 days a week
come
for
home
school.
from work one time and just
Using
get,
that
get a
mug,
little
dog?
spoon.
We don't have
What?
peanut
Use
butter.
that mug.
Oh, get
Dude,
it.
we
No,
don't.
it's
have
it. I do have it in my
so nice.
office.
We've
so-
never had
I
it.
took it
Ever
to my
since I've
office.
lived
It
with
sits
Heather,
right
I've
there.
never
Dude, that's like one of my
seen
favorite. You know, you
peanut
like
butter in
vinegar
our
and you
house.
put your chip in there and stuff.
I love it so much. I'm doing it tonight.
This is peanut butter to me. Like I
can't
love
wait.
peanut
Put chip
butter.
in what?
He puts
Those
chips in
chips right there in
Throw them in a
vinegar.
vinegar
They're
bowl,
so
let 'em
good.
sit, and then eat
In
some.
vinegar?
Yes.
It's
Dude,
good.
these
What
chips
kind
are
of
the
white
best
trash
right
thing's
here.
going on over here?
Bro, we all got our white trash thing. Like the other day,
I'll own that one. You call whatever you want. I
I
love
made
it.
chili right, so I bought saltine
chili's
crackers,
so
and it was so good. But I can house a sleeve so quick. But whoa, we yumming over there already? I was just,
Sorry. My bad.
he was about to fuck.
Well, I was going to answer a question you asked 5 minutes ago.
What?
What I get at Wawa?
All right, well remember that.
Go ahead.
I'm just talking about
No,
my.
dude, that tastes like
I'm talking
Alpo.
about my homeless little meal that I like. I like saltine crackers and American cheese.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I love it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I love it. Anyways, go ahead.
You fold the American into four
No,
squares.
you just rip it right on the.
I
on the
fold it into four.
no, I literally
you
I
peel
hold
it.
the cracker and I put the little American cheese and rip it and then eat that little piece.
Dude, crackers and cheese with like jalapeno jelly is so good.
See now all the
Pepper jelly does rule. What the fuck?
all the stuff that what is it charcuterie?
Yeah,
Charcuterie?
Sure, that's what I was missing. All that stuff is like really nice crackers, really nice cheese,
Too
all this
nice.
stuff.
Too nice.
Like I like just saltines and
And-
fucking
or
American
Ritz,
cheese, bro, or Ritz,
Or
yeah.
the round town
Dude,
Toll
the
House or whatever.
squeezed cheese.
The butter crackers or something.
yeah.
I do know this.
like that's that's
That-
wrong.
those
to
are
eat
only
at a
3 I
party.
need. I know, like, dude, get those. Those are the good ones.
I just want pepperoni and cheese.
They do look
That's
trashy.
literally
I
it.
get
They
it.
do,
but-
they do, yeah. They look bad.
Have you seen the new thing going around?
All of our families
What?
did it when we were growing up.
Butterboards?
What is it?
People just take
Oh
it.
yeah,
butter, and there's different types of bread.
So basically just wipe it.
Smearing
Yeah,
butter
just
all over
wipe it.
bread.
It's a great idea. I mean, in the theory, it works really well. Actually,
So
you
fat.
just kind of pick up a piece and wipe it.
I got a spicy Cajun sandwich from Firehouse Subs today. It was so good.
I love Firehouse.
It was chicken with like a spicy mayonnaise and then like jalapenos
Has
and
Firehouse
onions.
overtaken Subway? Like, as in, like,
Firehouse went way downhill. They got
Subway's
rid
still
of
taking
all
over?
the hot sauces, dude.
Yeah.
Because
They
of
what?
COVID. They got rid of, they used to have hundreds of, like 20 hot sauces.
100.
They had 20 hot sauces.
No, you're right.
They were numbered. And they were so good.
Chipotle did the same fucking thing.
And they got rid of all of them, and they're never
I know
bringing them
people were
back.
eating 'em.
No, I asked them. They said, because of COVID, we got rid of all these.
well, you know who has?
And they didn't bring them back.
Well, you
and
know
I said,
who
well,
has
I'm
a
never
great
coming here
Italian
again.
sub and a wall of hot sauces? Fucking Slice House.
So I
bro.
went there
Dude.
yesterday and got the Italian.
How good
How
was
was
that
it?
motherfucker? Don't even.
Nah, I trust Jake. I trust Jake.
Where?
Did you get it with everything? The cherry
I
pepper.
said, give me everything.
Italian
Plus
where?
mayonnaise and mustard.
Slice House.
Okay.
so they put the
It
little.
was made excellent. I
Yeah.
agree. Like, it's a great sandwich.
Yeah,
The bread's a little too hard.
it's crispy
Yo,
bread.
where can
Like,
we?
you bite on the front and it squeezes out the back.
No,
Yeah,
mine
yeah,
didn't do
yeah.
that.
Literally-
No,
Well,
great
Mike's
sandwich. Different kind of peppers than I was thinking.
They're kind of bigger. They're like cherry peppers.
It was good. It was good. I won't say it's the best, but it's
put
very
me
good.
On the toilet, dog.
Right through you.
That's the first time I've ever
Some
been
went through
there.
me,
Ever
yeah.
been
I
to
love
Slice
that
House.
place.
I didn't know it was a bar and stuff like that.
Oh,
I've only been there once.
It's got great beers in there.
I didn't know
Go
that.
there, get you a nice
Yeah,
Oktoberfest.
that's exactly what it had. It was
That's
good.
Maddie's boyfriend owns that, right?
Huh?
Maddie's boyfriend owns that.
Oh, is that Maddie's boyfriend?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I don't either.
Know who Maddie is?
Remember Maddie with hula hoop girl?
Yeah.
The OG hula hoop girl.
Yes. She's with this guy that I guess they actually are engaged. But yeah, he owns that and he runs that.
Tried to buy.
Which
his,
is awesome,
I
dude.
tried to buy his house.
I want to buy that dang brick.
Dude, they were so polite
They're
and
the best.
so nice.
Dude,
and
I'll
that was blowing me away.
I'll go in there with Trudy. Trudy will sit on my lap at that bar, have her feet on the bar.
See,
just hanging
that's
out.
cool. In most places, they say that's like illegal. It's like, it's not illegal because you can do it over there.
Right.
You know, like, I don't know. I liked it. I didn't, the sandwich, it was good. And I will order it again.
Get the pizza next time.
you
too.
went to Slice House and got a sandwich.
Dude, their
I
subs
did.
are banging.
He told me
But,
it's the
like,
best Italian. I like Italians.
you try like a pizza slice, dog, while you're
I
there.
I would have
didn't
tried
know
at least a pizza slice.
You gotta try a slice.
I will.
So they
but
always
I
have four
can't eat
kinds of
that much
pizza, and
food.
then they have a specialty
I didn't
for
want
the
pizza.
week.
I wanted an
Yeah, I
Italian
get
sub.
you.
I was thinking about it since you told me
Their
about it.
meatball subs banging too, though.
I don't get meatball subs usually.
I don't
That's,
either.
To me, that's kind of like a waste of a timeout.
And they have a roast beef.
It's a waste of
Waste of
eating out.
carbs with the
It's a waste of
bread.
eating out for me. I want to eat something
And they
else.
have,
You're right.
they have handmade salads every day.
Have you ever been to the ale house in
Way
Lexington
down
Park?
there?
Yes.
They
It used to
have,
be
they have
alright.
like a
It
voodoo
used to be
chicken
alright.
sandwich or whatever.
Yeah.
That's so good.
It used to be all right.
I like
And
that.
you
They
made me
make,
think of it when it's
they do
spicy
fries
Cajun.
like gravy and like all
They
kinds
make
of
some
stuff.
good food down there, dude. I used to work down there. And I
so
was,
far down
it's
there.
so far. It's not worth going to. But if you somehow
But
are down there,
if I was working on base and needed a
that
happy
voodoo
hour, I'd go
chicken
there.
thing is good. You would like that, Wes.
But I never
that?
go on base.
It's at ale
except
house.
to golf.
Voodoo chicken.
I think it's called voodoo chicken.
I think I went there one time and I was with Harry before he left to go to Florida. Met him there. Felix was just
I
born.
miss Harry.
Harry's good people.
Front porch is trash.
It's going way downhill.
Hi.
Dude, it's going way
Front
downhill. It
porch
really
is
has.
trash.
I agree.
Front porch is good.
Dude, I
That's
sold
what
it.
I was with you.
So let me ask you this: if I say, hey, I'm going to give you a Nashville hot chicken sandwich,
Bro, you ordering that there?
it was dry.
Go to
they
fucking,
put like a dry rub and you eat that.
That's bad.
It should
bad.
be
Should be like a
soaking
honey
wet
glaze
in
or
oil.
whatever.
and
Like a
hot.
Nashville hot
You know
eggs,
who
like,
has
should-
decent Nashville hot sauce? The pub does.
No.
They
Yeah,
actually
go
do.
there for that kind of stuff. You don't go to.
Dude, the front porch is so overrated.
I think it's overrated.
You go there for
trash.
lunch.
I've gone there for lunch and dinner, and it's trash every time.
You get chicken sandwiches for dinner there.
I think
Sweet Bay kind of takes
the
cake.
thoroughly pleased with Sweet Bay when I went. I've only been
What'd you
once.
get?
It's fine.
Andouille?
No, we did appetizers and drinks.
I don't think
That's
Sweet
good.
Bay or Front Porch, either one is better than the other. I think they both have
I will
their
say this.
strong points.
Sweet Bay had a $55 steak dinner on their menu, and I kind of went, no, thank you.
I'll order a $55 steak.
It's expensive, that place.
I'll do
That place
it.
is way
I'll
overpriced.
try it once.
But I will say this: Tuesdays, their craft cocktails are half price.
That's what I get at Front Porch, though.
Anywhere with a cocktail menu, I'm in.
Yeah, same.
Where
I
they
want-
care just a little bit enough to make you a good drink. That's a good sign.
Sweet Bay's drinks are fantastic.
we all got to back
That
off on
fig-
them things, dude.
that fig
They're
off is
killing
so
us.
good.
All right? Drinks are killing us. They're killing us. That's like the one bad thing we all have in our life, the vice, the drinks.
Alcohol?
Yeah.
Man,
Boy, I love it.
I remember when we
Does it
lived-
help your blood pressure?
No.
No, like not like physically your
Probably
actual
thins it out
blood
a little
pressure.
bit,
Does it
actually,
help
for
your mood or your
Oh, yeah, a
ability
nice-
to
sure.
relax?
Dude, a
That's
nice strong
just as
whiskey drink.
important.
I'm on the couch.
It's like a cigar.
chilling.
A cigar, of course, it's not good for you, but if it
Love a
gets you
good
into
stogie.
a relaxation state, then there is some benefit
they
there.
actually said a cigarette here and there, or or a cigar here and there is actually good for you.
I
Helps
had a
that blood
real,
flow.
I
That's what I'm
wanted a-
saying. Same
I
with the
wanted a
drink, like, too
cigarette
much drinking,
so bad the
obviously,
other day.
but-
I almost bought a pack of cigarettes. I don't know where it came
Dude,
from.
my Uncle Butch, that you know, quit.
Wow.
And he's been smoking for like 50 years. His skin is like a cigarette. Like when he breathes, smoke comes out.
My
Yeah.
dad smoked so
He
much that
stopped.
his
It's a different
beard
world,
was
dude, right
stained
now.
brown.
Yeah.
My dad's mustache was stained brown for he smoked so much.
Your whole beard's brown.
I gotta check the score. Oh, I gotta.
It's still 0-0.
Brown
No
hair.
way.
It's a joke.
Dude, Thursday night football.
It's almost
It's
halftime.
0-0.
Stinker. It's almost halftime.
You see the
Carson
Raiders give up
Wentz
that.
is 57 yards.
See that Raiders giving up that 17-0 lead or whatever.
Dude. It does not
I
matter.
told
that was
them
gonna
that's
happen.
It does not matter how much you get up on Mahomes. He's coming back.
They should have won that game,
Well,
though.
the
They
Raiders,
should have
yeah,
won.
no, the Raiders did some dumb
Did you see
plays.
they're pressing charge against Devontae Adams?
That guy is the biggest pussy in the world. Fuck that guy. That cameraman.
Yeah.
Dude, he literally ran right in front. Like the one camera angle looked bad, but they showed another one from behind Devontae Adams'
Right.
view, and he goes, "All right," pushed him because he was
Right.
right in front. He ran in
Right.
front of him in the tunnel.
I don't blame him.
Dude, but that last play,
Get
though.
the I would have been like,
It
"Get the
was
fuck out of the
horrible.
way."
The Raiders
That's all it was.
the Raiders are so much better than their record.
Dude, they're so
It's-
much better than the
it's
Redskins.
crazy.
They just screw up. They had bad coaching. Just like Redskins or Commanders.
No, they have
They got
bad
some bad
players.
coaching.
They have-
Their coach is the worst.
Ron Rivera.
I
How
hate
about
his
him calling out
mistakes.
Carson Wentz? Even if you feel that way, you
That
don't
was
call
his guy.
You
But,
don't.
no, he didn't.
He's
say
the one that
Carson
traded-
Wentz is fine, by the way. He's not the
They
problem.
said,
bad.
what's the difference between
He's a
the
great
quarterback?
throws, dude.
Quarterback. Like, who just calls their quarterback out? That's
Dude,
crazy.
He's the one that pulled the trigger on the trade, though.
He said he apologized, though. So if he had to apologize,
Dave.
I wouldn't want to throw a ball
I
for
saw
him
that
ever
too.
again.
And there was a longer quote that wasn't that
Rivera.
bad. He said basically other teams are building around the quarterback.
Yeah, that's what he said.
All
saw that.
all that quote said was quarterback.
well, it said, "What is the difference between you guys and the other East teams that are doing so well?" And he said, "It's the quarterback."
He said it's a quarterback. They've built a team around their quarterback. That's what they've said.
Is that what you said
It was
just now?
like the
but
difference.
that's-
the
what's
difference
the
between
difference?
them being good and Skins being good is the quarterback.
No, there is a difference between, hey, what is the difference between you guys and the other teams right now? Him saying just quarterback, or him saying, well, the other team's building around the quarterback.
It was a
But
veiled.
he is
It
in
was. He
charge of
was saying
player-
that, but
he's-
he made it a
He's
little.
running the show, though.
Yeah, you're the
He's
one
been a
building the
clown
team.
since
Why
day
didn't you
one.
build the team around the quarterback?
He sucked
agree, but
everywhere he's ever been, dude. He got lucky with Cam Newton one year.
I hate retread coaches. I've always hated them. If they get fired
And retrade quarterbacks.
a year ago from somewhere else, why hire them?
What did we give for Carson Wentz, by the way?
A ton.
Right? I know, but what was
First
it?
round picks, I think a third round pick, and a
He's fine.
If Carson
but-
Wentz, by the way, if he
If
doesn't,
Carson
do, if
Wentz
he
had
gets fired from this
protection-
job, like you'll never see him again. He'll be out of the league.
Yeah, yeah,
if Carson Wentz had protection, he'd be fine.
He drops times.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he-
Their offensive line is basically straw huts getting blown down by the big bad wolf.
Yep.
yeah.
They stink.
Who was that was getting beat up?
And then my Dolphins are out there with a third string quarterback.
Yeah,
as soon as I
Jalen
saw,
Waddle.
as soon as I saw a quarterback with his name was Skyler, I'm like, that's a loss.
Skyler, yeah.
Loss. Big L.
Is that a black dude or a white guy?
He's a white guy.
White guy?
He might be.
I don't know. I've never seen him. I just think it's Skyler.
You know what? Yeah, I think he might be interracial.
Or Tua though. That was a tough hit to watch.
Fucked him up, man. I don't think he's playing ever.
I think the Cowboys defense looks pretty sick, by the way, too.
And if he was healthy, we'd be 5-0.
What do you think about them? Like,
Well, yeah,
not even a
dude, they got
question.
two of the best players. That guy
his
Parsons
hands were, like,
is
doing that
the best,
crazy
and then
thing.
they
I
got Trayvon.
almost cried.
You
I
got-
almost started crying.
I mean, that's what happens when you get concussed.
Oh, so it's
you almost
fine.
cried for what?
Well, it's not
When
fine.
Tua was like
Said
not
how
moving,
Kings was or something.
I was like, my God.
When I sent the
like
GIF,
30 seconds later, Wes sends out a gift that's like Tua's throwing up gang signs. Brad did not like that. I didn't like it either because I
was
started
just-
in my fantasy league and he got me 0.3 points or
I was
something.
staring at the TV with my mouth agape, like, oh, this guy's dead. He's dead. He's a vegetable.
It was his
I've seen
hand.
that.
Dude, he wasn't moving.
He
was
will
doing-
come back,
he
but
was
it'll
good.
be like Troy Aikman. Like
Dolphins
if he gets
were
a couple
looking
more.
sweet too, and I said
Well, good thing
I
Lamar Arrington's not floating around.
I meant what I said to you. I was like, man, Dolphins are looking sick. He was like, hey, it's our third string quarterback. Shut up.
I know. You're like,
I was
being
like,
serious.
Yeah, but
I saw red zone.
Did you see the final score of the game?
No.
Yeah, they got
40-19.
smoked that game.
Yeah, okay. I only saw red zone.
Yeah.
To the
I watched red zone.
Sam Darnold led Jets.
Yeah, that's bad.
I
That's
think
bad.
it's Kyle Wilson.
Whatever.
Sam Darnold's on the Panthers now.
Hey,
Zach Wilson.
Washington's
Zach
got a field
Wilson.
goal.
Wilson.
Hey,
They have field
3
goal.
zip to the Commanders. Hail to the Salamanders.
They really tried to keep that song.
It's so bad.
I will say,
What would
I
you
went
say?
to a Commanders game this past Sunday, and it's not the best game I've ever gone to, but they do a really good job of getting you close to the game. Like they were just letting their process to let people on the field was pretty piss poor, and
Why were you getting on the field?
How'd you get on the field?
because everybody's wearing these wristbands, right? So our seats were 2 rows from the field, and it was right at the entrance and the exit where people were getting on the field. You had a wristband that said like,
Oh, this is a long story. Never mind.
Shut up. And it was like on field access. So people were walking up.
Yeah, I'm out.
People were walking up, and I was like, "Are you done with your wristband?" Like you're going to like, "Yeah, I'm still
That's
gonna wear
what
it."
you did?
Yes. Then somebody was like, "Yeah, you can have it."
Nah.
Gave me 2 wristbands to me and Aubrey just went on the field.
That's tight.
Like it was just like, "Here you go."
That's the way it
I
should be.
thought you pulled big dick energy and
Oh,
like
yeah.
bought that shit.
That's
No.
a big dad that takes
No.
chances, though. That's
No.
big
My
dick
brother-in-law
energy, too.
works every
Yeah.
game. Like he's in charge of a lot of people up there during the game.
Well, their security stinks.
Well, he's not security. He's fire. Like
could have
fire.
that
At one
and
point, when I was sitting there
looking
asking
for
over and over, I probably
stuff.
asked like 4 or 5 people before that. The security guard was like, "Hey man, if you want, you can just come right here. Just don't leave like this area." I was like, "Oh, I'll just keep going until somebody gives me the
As
thing."
soon as you
And-
walk past, you
Security
should
guard
have looked
watches.
at Aubrey and said, "You don't have to pretend you're my daughter anymore."
Dude, all the
That is so
all
funny.
the signatures she got though, that was legit. That was cool.
It was funny though too because you would see them running by
What was funny?
if you wait.
Motherfucker. He's the worst. He's the worst. The worst.
They would run by and you would see like people would be yelling for signatures. They see Aubrey and they'd be like, oh, and you can see like disappointment. Like I
Yeah.
can't say no, so they
Yeah.
walk over there. So.
Tannehill probably did it with a huge smile on his face though, because
Yeah.
I love him. I wish he was still a
How
Dolphin.
big is he in person?
He's my size.
Who
but
was it?
Way more ripped.
Ryan Tannehill.
Brian Tannehill.
Oh
Dude,
my
I'll tell you,
gosh.
he's
How big is
the-
Derrick Henry?
Oh, no. I was
Dude,
talking about
Derrick
the-
Henry is huge.
I was talking
I
about
would
Derrick.
never hit him.
So he
Ever.
ran
was
right
talking
past me
about
from me to
Derrick.
Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, he was 10 feet away from me, and he
felt
looked
the earth?
so big.
He felt the earth
And
a
he's
little
so
bit.
fast. He could literally kill a person if he hit him, like a non-football player.
It was crazy.
I would hate playing them just because of that.
It's annoying.
He's
Like,
huge.
you remember when we used to play pigskin?
Yep.
You would be
You know
worried
that
about
one
the
guy?
other dude. Yeah, the other.
like,
You're like
God,
that.
every
His
hit's gonna
thigh is gonna hit
suck.
me right so hard.
Every hit's gonna suck. It's
every
not gonna be
single
fun.
one. That's why
I remember getting drilled one time, and like I straight up got thrown on my back from getting hit. I mean, he crushed me, and I held onto his pants, and I just felt like I had something, and I just held onto it, and he ran, and I just unraveled the side of his pants.
I love football.
He
The
was 10
memories.
yards away, dude, and he had to leave the game.
Good
to
job.
Get pants. I took him out. Fuck him.
I
Fuck him.
loved
That was Redskins,
pigskin
though.
football. Every kid should experience it.
It is fun,
I wasn't allowed.
but no, your brain just takes so
so
much
fun.
damage.
It's
then.
good
I was
for
not
you.
allowed to play,
That's why I'm so impulsive now.
which I don't really care.
Adam blames all of his problems, all of them, on CTE.
Okay.
I mean,
Mike-
let's be real, it probably is a lot
No,
to do
but
with
I
that.
mean, dude, no
Mixed
way. He
with
didn't
the
play
genetics.
high school.
Mixed with
He didn't play
genetics.
Johnson at all.
He didn't go to
Oh, yeah, he went to
ChubCon.
Victory.
No, he played pigskin the whole time.
And that was it. And then he went. He did. He went to
hitting heads.
He
but
went
not
to
for 30
Liberty. He
years.
went to Liberty and played there for 2 years, but not in a game, like practice, where you do hit at practice in college back then.
Oh, he was like a
you
walk-on?
did hit, yeah. I mean,
tight.
yeah,
That's
Liberty's now badass.
They're actually pretty good football
They're
team.
really good.
Is that why they're getting more injuries now because they're not hitting at practice?
A lot of people say that.
Right? Because
Your body has to be used to the contact, or you will get hurt.
Acclimation.
Like if me and you, if we just hit right now, we'd both be like, "Oh my god, I think I broke my finger, my elbow hurts, whatever." But if you hit every day in practice, like it's just your body's accustomed.
I always
to it.
remember something Jake's dad said on the sideline. I heard him because we were playing, and I think you guys were beating us. And
It's so dumb that y'all weren't on like our team. Like
you
we
were
weren't on the same
running,
team.
you were running the ball, but you were like running half-ass because you guys were up like a lot. And they just told you to take it easy or whatever.
Yeah.
And you got tackled.
That's how you get hurt or something.
Yeah,
probably.
your dad yelled, that's how you get hurt, taking it too easy. Like, keep going hard. And it makes sense. No, it makes
If
sense.
you go halfway in any sport, yeah, you will get
And
hurt.
have you seen that tennis shit where they play it in the wheelchairs?
Dude,
posted
I
that.
saw that.
Dude,
That's
that's
wild.
That was insane.
That's wild.
So much upper body strength.
Dude, they're turning on a dime, going back. I'm like, dude, I would watch that. Like, let's just call it what it is. That's just chair tennis. I'll watch it.
Just call it what it is.
Yeah,
Or you
yeah.
just call it tennis.
No, it's not called that though. It is called like chair
And
tennis.
it's not.
It's not the
I
same.
guess it is tennis, but you are in a little vehicle.
I just think it's a different.
A little vehicle.
Yeah, you're powering with your arms.
Jake,
That looks way more difficult
It does.
than
I'm
I'm
the
not saying
actual
it's not more
sport.
difficult.
You kind of
That's
just
what
shit
I'm
on
saying.
it.
It is different.
No, I didn't.
No, we're saying
It's
it's
different.
different. It is different.
There is a difference. One
Yeah.
guy is running around. One guy is in a wheelchair. There's
Yeah.
a difference. So it's tennis is meant to be this way.
Yep.
This is wheelchair tennis.
There's tennis and
Can you win at wheelchair tennis if you're not handicapped?
I think you should be able to play if you want. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Why
Dude,
not?
they're gonna be better. They do it all day, every day. You gotta do it
Oh,
all
they're
day.
gonna be way
every
better.
day.
You're gonna give up after like the first time. Like, this sucks. I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Yeah, you're like, this is too
Yeah, but
hard.
then you'll go back and you'll be like number 872 in the real tennis.
Like these wheels are so
yeah, but
angled.
you
they're
also
hitting my
probably
ribs.
make way more as number
It
872.
would be easier to just be a transgender, like the swimmer.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Just switch over to women's tennis. Anyway,
All right. Well, we're done anyways. So thank you all, patrons. Wait, what did we just end on?
I don't know. Your segues
switch
are
over
the
to women's
worst.
So the worst.
I didn't hear what he said. Listen, motherfucker.
Hey, watch your mouth. This is the family program.
Wes is still stuck
You
on
called-
Segways, which was a 2013 saying in podcast.
suck at segues.
Nice Segway, guy. Like,
Shut
I've heard
up.
that 10
Shut up.
times since
Why are
got
you
on-
rubbing your feet on the salsa?
I'm rubbing it on the box, you dumb bitch.
God damn.
Like, if people at home are going.
And why are you wearing one dress sock and
Y'all
one
are being
athletic
hard
sock?
on-
No, listen,
Oh,
look,
dress
look,
socks.
no. People at home are gonna go, nice segue, Mike. They'll say it. They're used to it too. They can say it. They got it. We don't need to
All
say
right,
it.
guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. This past Saturday was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Too bad Mike's house sucks.
Yep.
But next time
does.
we'll
Mike has
do
a
it
sweet
at
house.
we'll do it at Jake's house.
We'll do it at my tiny house next year.
Yeah, we'll do it at Brent's
everybody else.
that'd be
house.
fun, dude.
I appreciate
I
you
love
guys
my-
coming
I
to
love
hang
my
out.
house.
That'd be
All the
fun.
Patreon subscribers, we appreciate your support, your love.
Double your money.
Big shout out to Mike for actually putting our stuff on Spotify and Apple podcasts
I
this
listened
week.
on Spotify. And
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
So, Mike, good
too,
job this
actually.
week.
What do you mean? Jake was back and I put it back on the audio.
Why are you getting so defensive?
Because
I'm giving you a
it matters
compliment.
when I
I'm giving you a
post it.
compliment. Shit,
No,
shit,
I
didn't hear what he said.
it
Take the
matters
compliment.
when it-
Take the
Dude,
compliment.
That was such a backhanded compliment, dude.
No, shut up. When I post the
He just told
Buzzsprout,
you to shut
I
up.
know.
when I post the
was on his team.
Buzzsprout, it tells me what episode we're on, and I like to keep it where it's at. Now we're on like episode 97, and then it matters because 100's coming up.
What are we doing for 100?
You tell me, producer or whatever
Naked-
the fuck you are.
naked-
I lost my. I
A
can't use it at the
debate.
computer.
I know you did.
No,
you
we
weren't
debate all the
producing.
goddamn time. Naked in the dark.
What?
You want us to
You want
shoot
to
naked in
film
the
one
dark?
naked? I think that'd be funny. Let's do it.
Pegging in the dirt. I mean, naked in the dirt.
We'll all just wear grape smugglers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Only
speak-
for patrons.
Yeah.
We'll start off we'll start off somewhat clothed for the
No,
regular
I'm just
show.
coming in a
Dude,
Speedo.
I
That's
will
it.
say this. My back porch, which I know you don't like.
I love the back
But
porch.
I
Terrible
have
for
the
a video.
I know,
Oh, it is?
but if we're doing
Yeah.
a dark one, I have the fire.
If we're
we can do
naked.
just the fire one. That's
great.
We can get in the hot tub
guys
and
don't
do
even
that.
understand.
I would love to do a show
funny.
from the hot
The
tub.
one I did the last time was so freaking hard to edit. It was insane. I had
edit.
to constantly every 10 minutes when the light changed because the way
That's
we
because
had,
the sun
Yeah.
sets on
We'll
the
do a dark one, and I will have the fire going, so it'll be warm and it'll look cool because the fire will be doing its thing.
What about a boat one? I thought we were doing a boat one.
dude, there's things that
Season's
are like
sorta
hard
over.
to do, like technology wise. You know, I know that makes
That's
sense
one
to
of
you.
them.
Like, hey, let's just go on a boat and talk. Yeah,
we'd
that
have-
sounds great.
They
Well, we
have
have to bring this.
batteries and all this kind of stuff.
You gotta bring this. You gotta bring like windscreens on the mics, which we don't even know if they work yet.
This
Gotta try 'em
guy.
out.
He's got a point.
You know what? He does got. He can't even set this room up
We
for us
gotta
to
try
be
them out.
here.
We gotta just.
Oh,
we
there
gotta
you
try 'em out.
go.
Wait, what did you say?
He said you can't set it up to be here.
What are we doing?
You just shit on your so
Don't
bad.
buy into it.
What
Mike.
is this?
Don't take the bait.
Here we go.
Don't take the
Come
bait.
on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey.
What's going on? What is all this shit then?
Oh my god.
Let's look around a little bit,
So
Wes.
ridiculous.
Then take your
The
little
sauce
dick,
is good.
make a fucking mold, and then suck it.
That was fucking funny. I gotta. Oh my god.
All right, you got
All right, end on that one. Let's go.
All right, we'll see y'all.